Knowledge is greatness.
Hey man, what's up? You already know what it is, man. It's your man Richie Evans, live and direct, and you in tune to the I Only Touch Greatness podcast. Make sure you holler at me. You know what it is, Richie.
What was one of your favorite venues you've ever performed in?
Man, I got shit. There's a lot, brother. You know what I mean?
I know those European tours are nuts.
Yeah. I gotta say the O2. You know what I'm saying? The O2 over there in Europe is definitely one. I definitely gotta say the Marquee. I like rocking at the Marquee Theater in Phoenix, Celebrity Theater as well. What's the spot? The Nokia is it the Nokia in LA now, or did they change it? The Nokia Center over there in like the Staples Center. So I mean, I've had the opportunity, man, to bless some real major stages, man. So I definitely don't take that for granted at all. You know what I mean?
People forget that you were in One Blood.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Blood, Let's Ride.
I missed that question earlier.
Yeah, One Blood, Let's Ride. What was the joint with Kanye? Wouldn't Get Far.
Shout out to Miss Gloria Velez. On the legs like Gloria Velez.
Stop talking about Gloria Velez. That was my video crush, boy.
Man, me too, man. Shit. Hey, I'm gonna tell you a little story about it. Hey, I have on my book, and I was like, "Oh, go ahead."
Hold on, before you do, I have a story too, but I can't tell it.
Oh shit! No exclusives like that. Hey, shout out to Gloria because Gloria is on my Facebook and Snapchat. Like, she's dope and real as fuck, man. Like, you ain't even think. You be like, damn, this mother and smart. Like, don't let the good looks fool you. Like, she's smart as motherfucker. Like, she know. Like, but. Like you get shit like that. Like, how was it like being a part of that? And first of all, like, how is it being a part with like Kanye West? You know what I'm saying? How was Kanye like? You know what I'm saying?
No. Yay is yay. You know what I'm saying? I just think that people kind of, people, Ye is a genius, brother. You know what I'm saying? Musically,
exactly. Right.
Don't get me. And, he has his own personal problems and emotions that we all go through. But, he's definitely a dope individual. That whole era, man, was just big for me. Like I said, it was a learning curve. I was on set, but I was also studying. You know what I mean? I was learning from Ye. I was learning from Game. I was really, picking, I was asking Gloria, a million questions. You know what I'm saying? I remember, I was asked her about Hov because she told me that Jay-Z was her favorite rapper. And I was like, well, what was... what is it about Hov that, makes you like him so much? And, she was just like, his characteristic and traits are so solid. He's just so solid that, you can't do nothing but respect how he move and what he's about. You know what I mean? So definitely, man, like I said, take all of those experiences and times, man, and appreciate them because they don't really happen to too many people.
Right. Was you there at the shooting at Hot 97? No,
I came after that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I got one. So, like, because I know you've been with Game.
Right.
What is one of the songs that you could have got on that you was like, damn, I should have got on that motherfucker. I knew I should have got on it. What was one of the songs that he tried to pass to you?
No, so, man. I don't even like talking about this story. So when we was working on my album, me and your boy, he had me and your boy working on our album at the same time. And he had your boy, so he had Cool and Dre fly in to work with both of us. So I think on Monday he was in, Tuesday I was in. So when I walk in, Cool was like, yo, I got the first single. And I was like, all right, bet. What is it? It's called Street Rider. And I was like, Street Rider. And he was like, man, it features Akon and Nas.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, what? So mind you, at that time, man, I'm a young, I'm still growing my bearings. So he ended up giving me the record. And and Nas already had his verse on it, mind you.
Yeah.
So at that particular time, man, I listened to it. And I was just so young and so memorized. Like, I couldn't even do it. Like I didn't even know how to start. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Your first introduction to the world, you got a record produced by Cool and Dre, Akon is on the hook, and Nas is on your third verse, and he's spazzing, like spazzing. And I remember to this day, you know, I think a month went by. He's like, "You finish it?" I was like, "Nah, not yet." You know, and truthfully speaking, I couldn't finish it. Like, I was just, I was so memorized, and then he ended up keeping the record and putting it out himself, and it's out. It's called Street Riders, and I will always regret that moment, because in all my life I've always rose to the occasion. That's just how I'm built. You know what I mean? But that time, man, I don't know if it was just the Nas verse, but I was so starstruck and so in shambles, I didn't complete it. Crazy.
Man, I know that had to be crazy, like being around with, you know, getting a Nas verse. You just don't get a like Nas and Akon verse, and especially when they popping too. Like this was like the era when Akon was like one of the hooks. He was like close to with he was about to be up next with Nate Dogg. You know what I'm saying? If Nate Dogg wanted to retire, like Akon could have been that at that point in time. Like
absolutely.
What about dream venue? Where do you want? Is there a dream venue that you want to perform in one day?
Absolutely. I want to sell out this venue in Phoenix, downtown called what's the Arizona Apollo? The Orpheum. I call it. You know what I'm saying? I call it the Arizona Apollo. It looks just like the Apollo, top and bottom. You know what I'm saying? Old school look. You know, one of my goals is to sell that out by myself. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know what I'm saying? You know, Madison Square Garden. You know what I mean? Like, how could you not want to do that? Like, that's a hip hop dream to sell out the Mecca, you know?
That's for sure. Even the hockey players, when we interview the hockey players, it's always Madison Square Garden.
Absolutely.
Hey, what about favorite piece of memorabilia? You used to have those sick chains back in the day. Like, do you have any piece of memorabilia you collected over the years?
Yeah, I still got all my Black Wall chains. I still got my Juice chain. I definitely keep all of my, you know, jewelry memorabilia. You know, of course, I keep the first Double XL issue I was in, Source magazine issue I was in. So I do got a couple pieces that I keep in my office that'll be forever.
Okay.
Hey Richie, you ever been starstruck by anybody before?
Nas.
On that song?
No.
Or you when you met him?
I mean, Nasir Jones is just
Yeah, I met him at a concert, and you know, he dapped me up, and you know, he let me rock with him side by side on stage one night, and it was just an unforgettable night. You know what I'm saying? Like to be standing side by side, you know.
Did you get to tell him that story?
No, hell no.
No.
He was like, man, fuck no.
It kind of fits alongside the King's disease idea, right? You know what I mean? Like, Tech talked about it. He told me something one time. I'm not gonna say who the artist was. He didn't say who the artist was. I'll say that. But he had an artist one time that had asked him for a feature, and he said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And this is a really well-known dude.
Yeah.
And the guy sent him the record with nothing on it and said, "Bro, I don't really know where to start. I want to hear what you're gonna do first."
Yeah, facts. I mean, Tech is one of them ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you know, Tech is somebody that, you know what I'm saying, you got to make sure you come prepared. You know what I mean? Because you will definitely chopped on real fast.
Right. It's like a monster. Chew up and spit them out. You know what I'm saying? A humble monster at that. You know what I mean? If you get ate up for a humble monster, I mean, shit, hey, it happens. You know what I mean?